All right, a viewer said this is RRA, Rice's Roadside Adventures. Another one today. This is Spring Mountain Ranch. It's a state park in Nevada, not very far, probably only about 35 minutes from the strip if there's no traffic. Odd time of day, not odd, it's like 8:45 or so. I woke up like 13 hours ago. That triple shift was brutal. Didn't really sleep much. Orleans PH, and then I slept for like 15 hours when I was finally able to go to sleep. So this is the actual ranch house. It was a working ranch for a long time, a little bit past like Red Rock, yeah, the casino, but I mean Red Rock, the like the canyon area, northwest extended side of town. So it was a working ranch for a long time. I can't go in the house today. Sometimes you can. It's not open today, but there are 5 trails. Plan on walking all of them, and this first one is Ash Grove Trail. There you go. Now I don't know, it's color coded here. The yellow is North Ash Grove and the pink is South. It looks like they start off at the same way and then break. So I guess I'll knock these 2 off in the first one, in my first trail of the day, and let's go. All right, very quickly, my first fork in the road. I could go left, could go right. Not great signs on the drive-in, nor once I'm walking here. It's my only problem with this place so far. Prickly pear cactus. There's a bunch over on this ridge. Can't get any closer than this, but yeah. Oh, I could zoom in. So it's interesting, I saw the, droppings inside this fence, but this is to keep donkeys out because they will not, it's not, much of a maze, but apparently they won't go through this gate like a 2-legged animal like myself can and will. So now I'm out here, really out here. Maybe I'll run into a wild donkey. Haven't seen one since I went to Tahoe about 2 years ago, and in Beatty, Nevada, there were a lot of them. No, I saw them more recently than that when I went with my parents to Death Valley. Yeah, Beatty is nearby. We saw a bunch. I think we stayed in Beatty. Anyway, maybe I'll see one today. So in this direction, you could see to my right, the bank, I'm like beneath that level right there. It's not very severe. If I turn this way, yeah, you see not that far away, like how much I'm below where I was just walking. This is a wash when there's some rain in the summer during monsoon season, or after the winter when runoff from snow from nearby mountains comes down. It's carved this area through where I've been walking, and yeah, some spots like this don't look like crazy severe, but yeah, you look down there and it's like, yeah, I'm like well below. I'm like 20-30 feet below where I was just walking. So yeah, the water, there could be a lot, even though on a day like today it looks like there's none ever, but no, there could be a lot. And it was fortunate that the trail crosses through the wash, so I was able to walk through it for a few seconds just there, film that scene from in the wash. But now I'm on the other side of the wash, continuing with my trail. By the way, seen a lot of droppings, definitely some donkeys around here somewhere. Seen some birds, heard some birds, saw a butterfly, and one of the informational signs said one of the types of cactus around here is home to a lot of animals. They like burrow into it, including the wood rat. I saw some very small, oh, I see one over there, probably can't see it on camera. Some animals about the size of a mouse. And for all I know, those could be wood rats. Didn't expect to see these colors on the ground. Feel like I'm in New York. Just, it is autumn, but you don't really see a lot of red, orange leaves on the ground in Nevada. This is really cool. And looks like I'm going to walk this loop and be right back here and then head back. And this was one of the 2 Ash Grove trails. Then I'll try to find the other one. That's one woodpecker. I could hear a second one, but it took me a long time just to find this one after hearing it. A lot of birds just flew up. Maybe as I walk and talk, they'll fly around more and you could see them. I don't know, but read a couple interesting things that I tell you. For one, 600 plant species are in the Spring Mountain Ranch State Park. 12 of those 6 don't exist anywhere else on Earth. That's pretty cool. One bird just flew by for you. And there's another. And the wild donkeys, not native to this area before humans were. So when all these now ghost towns popped up, people found gold, silver, lead, something, and a town popped up, and there was a lot of mining. The people brought the donkeys for carrying wagon loads of things and for riding. And then when they harvested, mined all the gold, the silver, whatever, and they left and the town turned into a ghost town, well, enough donkeys were left behind, and the donkeys that are now leaving all this manure over the trail, hope I see one later, but they are the descendants of those 1800s boom town turned ghost town mining towns, and the people needed donkeys around to help out. So that's pretty cool too. Don't usually think about, you know, the lineage and the history of the animals. I just saw a roadrunner hop the fence. It's on my side of the fence now. Kind of lost him. Where is he? So this sign, someone actually counted the tree rings on this tree. This tree, before it got cut down, was about 90 years old. I'm not going to count all the rings and double check, but that's what the sign says. And in that little depression in the soil there, just saw a lizard run out. I think it's guy's under this tree bark right now, but that was cool to see that lizard. And also, before I came here, I thought this day would create like 2 videos. I have filmed way more just on this first trail than I thought. I know these videos aren't that popular, as most people watch for the poker content, but I really enjoy days like this, even if I didn't film. And I enjoy filming days like this, and I enjoy making the videos, so I have a feeling it's going to be more than 2 videos. Could be like 6 videos, I have no idea, but I'm going to keep filming. I'm not going to stop just because it might make too many videos that don't have any mention of poker. But day off from dealing poker, and dealing poker in Vegas allows me the opportunity to go to a lot of Nevada state parks. So in some sense, it's poker related. I might answer a question about poker in each of these videos to kind of draw poker in somehow, but largely for me, just a day to explore the state park. All right, I don't know what happened to that roadrunner. Heard it making a ton of noise walking up to that fence because it's going through all these dry leaves. Saw it hop the fence, didn't see or hear it again. I don't know. Guess it's just like great at hiding. Hide and seek champion 2025. Anyway, on this walk back, because I finished that loop, so I've walked this part, just heading back to where I parked. I'll mention, so people have asked since the summer, and I'll just answer, even though I kind of have before, why or if or why not. If I'm dealing the WPT at the Wynn, and if not, why not? For one, it is the same time as the Winter Series at Orleans. When there's a big series in town, other casinos have a series and try to take advantage of all the people in town for poker. So it's at the same time. If Orleans didn't have a Winter Series, if like my non-Planet Hollywood dealing poker room didn't have a Winter Series, that would be one option. North American Poker Tour, which I think is actually going on as I speak. It's November 7th for me. At Resorts World is going on, MGM Aria. I would look for something else. But Orleans has a summer series and a winter series. It's the same concept as, you know, if you're a business owner, it's a lot cheaper, easier, more efficient to keep a customer than to get a new customer. So much time and effort goes into trying to get new customers. Like keeping the customers you have is a great thing. So there's just like no as lizards walk across the trail. Very small lizards, if you're wondering. I don't know, 2-3 inches long, 4 inches long. Like, I'm already in with Orleans. I don't even need to do the orientation anymore. I did before the first summer, of course, and the second summer, because going a year between working was too long. I was kind of like a new employee again, but I didn't need to do that orientation at Gold Coast for the Kessler thing. That one day, right after that, the 2 days of the Tavern League, I didn't need to do that, and I don't think I'll need to do it again next summer, because, like, you know, December to May is not that long that I'm considered a new customer. So, thinking of that metaphor, a new employee. So, yeah, I just walk in like a little before a tournament series is happening and say, like, I'm available these days, and that's it. I think I'm on the roster like non-stop. It's just when there's not a tournament series, I'm just never scheduled for any days. So there was also no problem with the payment as of this second, having gotten paid for the tavern stuff. That was very recent. The pay period did end with that one day I worked for the mixed game series, and I was wondering, because, like, I haven't worked there in months, is there going to be a problem with payment? There wasn't. Just the pay stub, everything made sense, and just receiving the direct deposit. That was the thing. I didn't know if, I don't know, I'd have to go to HR or like re-enter some information, or how it would work with so much time off between the last time I worked and, you know, that first day of the chainsaw series, the only day of the chainsaw series that I worked. And yeah, it was no problem at all, just like normal. That Thursday after the pay period ended, got my direct deposit. So, like, I'm in with Orleans. It would make very little sense to go somewhere else. Also, Orleans, there's a lot of opportunity, especially if you know how to deal all the games. So I'm not in any, where am I walking? From most people, I have no idea what the NAPT at Resorts World is like. From most people talking to me about the win, I've heard you're probably not getting many days, and all those days are going to be like 3 to 5 hours, which is not what I'm looking for. So yeah, I know what I'm getting at Orleans. I know the people at Orleans. You know, they have my direct deposit information. They have my all the information. I'm on the roster. The payments work, and it's a good setup over there. So for the foreseeable future, PH regularly, and anytime there's a tournament series, go into Orleans and tell them the days I'm available. I think that's going to wrap it up for this first video, and yeah, there will be more. This is pretty early. There's only one trail so far in my time at Spring Mountain Ranch State Park. There will be more videos. Don't know if I'm going to publish them all in consecutive days. Maybe I'll split them up, but there will definitely be more videos. And remember, rice is a spoon food.